Hey everyone, welcome back to Resistance Book Club. My name is Keita, and this here will be the reader profile tag. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Alright, so this here, I got it from Ven because Ven did his, and I enjoyed those questions. And I said, yo, I told him, I was like, I have to do it. So he's like, okay, yeah, no, I gotta watch. So I said, all right, let me get these questions. Apparently, this here was created by Hillary B. Green. And yeah, and I just figured, let me go ahead and do it. Okay. So, and I'll leave all the questions down in the description. All right, let's get to it. Question one. What what for you makes a good book? I prefer full circle moments. So full circle moments for me, because if you've watched most of my videos, you know I always say that. So when I mean full circle moments, I mean like a person has to, or the character in the book is on this journey, or their mind is set in a particular way, but then by the end of the book, they have made changes to their growth. Like they've grown in a big way. Um, it shows growth. It shows strength. No weaknesses. It's not. You're not trying to be limited to your thinking. You're trying to be open minded or trying to be understanding. So that's what I mean by full circle moments. So yeah, if you do that in one book or do that in two, three, whatever, how many series, but we finally will get there, and then I mean, like to me, then the book is great. You know what I mean? Like I need to feel it. Like I need to feel the emotions of what this person is going through, or I need to feel that this person is understanding to what that journey is doing to them, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that's for me what makes a good book. Question two. What are you currently reading? Um, oh, right, duh. Child, I was just sitting there listening to it. So I'm currently reading Scorpica. I'm almost done. And I'm actually almost done with a Kindle book. It's the last book in the saga series of the Belvedere and the Four Corners. I'll leave the picture up there. It's with Ashley Bellow, and the Scorpica one is G.R. McAllister. So yeah, those are. It's actually like the Scorpica one is reminding me of N.K. Jemisin writing a little bit, but I am enjoying it though. It's good. Apparently there's a book too, so I just went ahead and added that to my Libby. So I'm thinking that I'll probably just go right into it and listen to the second one, or wait, because I still have another one that I need to listen to. So, but yeah, either way, I'm gonna listen to book two soon. Um, the Belvedere saga is getting there. It's almost to five, only because I am still reading it. So I'm waiting to see what happens at the end of this book, and we'll see if this whole series gets a five. But so far, I am literally enjoying this series. Like, I can't wait to do a whole video on this because it's so good. It's so good. Question three. What's the last book you didn't finish and why? What's the last book I didn't finish? Man, it's been a minute. No, I have it set up here and I checked the I was checking my Goodreads because I had to, because even after this in next month, tune in because I'll be doing a whole wrap up video from like the last few months. So I was sitting there just going through my Goodreads just to check and see what which books that I was going to be talking about. And then I realized like I didn't put in the book 2 of Soul of the Deep, which is that's book 2, but book 1 is Skin of the Sea. And apparently it said that I didn't finish it, but I could have sworn that I had finished it. It was saying that I didn't finish it. It's really weird, considering that there was nobody on a hold. So I don't know. I would have to double check. The crazy part is that I don't remember anything about that book, about any of it. Any of it. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. Now that's this year. That is this year. I'm trying to figure out, did I do that again with something else? But I don't think so. I think that's really like the only one that I could think of. Everything else I've been reading, like from beginning to the end. So yeah. Yeah. That's it. Um, Question 4. What obscure book do you wish other people would read? Hold on. Let me just make sure I understand. Okay. I thought it meant the other way. Obscure book do you wish other people would read? Hmm. Would read. I mean, the Belvedere saga, because not many people know about that. Um, and that's she's Ashley Bell is an indie author, so I would say that. I am also in the middle of trying to finish up by A. E. Cosby, and this here is the Chaos Wilder series, and I don't think I've heard anybody talk about it. So yeah, that one is actually pretty good. Heavy on the spice, like it's hella heavy on the spice, but like it's appropriate for this type of book that they are writing. Um, yeah, so those are two that I could think of. But really, I would have to say like anything that's more indie authors for me, yo, like we should be reading more of those because they don't get enough push. Question 5. What's the longest book you've ever read? Game of Thrones, and that's years ago. So I don't. Next month it will be the Priory of the Orange Tree, but then I feel like we're gonna be neck and neck with Priory of the Orange Tree and the love songs of W.E.B. Du Bois, because that's like over 800. But for right now, Game of Thrones still hold because that is the longest book I've ever read. I haven't read anything else since then that were super long. So next month, that those Priory and love songs are like the next heavy hitters in this case for the readathon. Yeah. Question 6. If you could have a dinner party with 5 fictional characters, who would they be? Really? Man, I don't know. I don't really think of them like being able to sit at a dinner table. Yeah, it's like crickets. Because I'm like, don't know. I never thought about that before. Um, all right, just for kicks and fun. Let me see. Let me really think about that. Maybe, maybe I got one. Um, Lord, I can't think of King. All right, so this here is from Standing at the Scratch Line. So King and Samson, I would have them two. Okay, that's my favorite. Like it's literally number one at the top. So I have them two, and from Star Wars, I would have because I would have to have it. I would have. It was in my head. No, I would have Vanessa Rowe, the younger version. I would have Vanessa Rowe. I would have Avon Chris. No, not Avon Chris. Avon Starros. I can't believe like they both have the same name. All right, but Avon Starros, she's the young little scientist. I would have them two, and okay, so that's four. So now five. The fifth one, I would have. Trying to think. Got it. Stark from the House of Night series. See, they all badass. I promise you. But let me see. If I take Stark from the House of Night series, now to add, I'm gonna add another one from the Night series. Um, yeah, I have to have her. Echo. Yep, I would have Echo. She's the assassin in the book. So as you can see, every single one of them, they all have a certain set of skills. I'm gonna need a scientist, Avon. I'm gonna need Vanestra with her whip lightsaber. I need Stark because Stark, he's badass. Like he holds no prisoners. King and Samson, they street fight. They just hitting it up. Okay, they will beat up anybody. And then Knight, she's an assassin, so she'll just take everybody out. May not be able to sit all of them at the dinner table, but put some lemon pepper wings on there. They all eat it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that would be my dinner. be at the dinner table. Um, Question 7. 5 books you want if stranded on a desert island. Man, that's good. All right. A. Standing at the Scratch Line. 2. Vampire Huntress Legend. Probably book 1. 3. The Ransom Briggs book. The Miss Peregrine and the Peculiar Children. That's 3. 4. House on the Cerulean Sea. 5. Sleep Like Death. Okay, so that's it. All right, good. I think I looked that one. Yeah, so that was 5, right? 5 books. Yep. Standing at the Scratch Line, Vampire Huntress Legend. Um, Child. What else did I say? I almost forgot. I would have put a Star Wars book, but Nah, because I watched those. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that five. I'm gonna stick with that five. Eight. One book you could not put down. I could not put down Sleep Like Death. Like I read that joint. Like it was just so good. Like it was so good. There was another one that I read, like Faybound. Faybound, I read that. Like, yeah. And this year. So Faybound, Sleep Like Death, I binged that. I binged both of those. Yep. And I believe I binge So Let Them Burn. So those three. Because I can't really pick one. Those three. I couldn't put them down. Like I kept reading. Question nine. Five books or authors you will never read. I don't think I have. I don't think I have. Oh, Star Wars? Yo, like, yo, that whole Alphabet Squadron trilogy, and that's three books. We'll never read again. Never. You couldn't even pay me enough. I'm not reading those ever again. So that particular author, Alexander Freed, my guy, you got to go. I can't do it with you. What's another one? I don't think I have any at the moment because I've kind of gotten back into reading a lot of non Star Wars books that I don't really have one where it's like, nah, I'm not fitting to read from this author again. I may have, but I don't remember even saying that about anybody yet. Because so far, I mean, it's been okay. Um, but I'm pretty sure I have. Oh, I do have one. The Direwood one that me and Jaleesa Buddy read. I ain't reading from that author ever again. That book was, it did nothing. It did nothing. I can't. It was so stale. It was terrible. I couldn't even tell you what it was about. And that's why. It was stale. Like corny. I couldn't remember. Now, the reason why I'm not even going to touch on Skin of the Sea because I don't know. Something is not right. I gotta figure that out. Something ain't right. So I'm not gonna put that on there yet. I gotta figure out why. What was the issue here? Because I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, those are the ones. Um, 10. If you were to write a book, what would it be about? Um, I don't know. I never thought about it. I did write a short story when I was in high school. I actually still have those papers. I still have the stories. Like I have all of the critiques from every single person, including my teacher in high school. Can you believe it? And I'm 40 right now. Yeah. So my teacher at the time, she was an author, and so it was more of a writing class of writing stories and whatnot. And she asked the whole class to. So our homework was that we had to write a short story. Okay. Well, this short story didn't even happen until the night before that it was due because I couldn't even come up with anything. Like I was like, what in the world? Like I don't know what to write. So I just remember sitting there at the computer and I was just like, and the next thing you know, something just flew in my head and I just started typing away. Next thing you know, I think I did like maybe 20 pages because whatever the count was, I did that and probably like two more pages after that. So the story is about a young woman. high school student clearly, and apparently she was having headaches, and she couldn't understand like where these. It was more migraine. That's what I did. Yeah, because I suffer from migraines. So she had migraines, and when she had the migraine, she would black out. And when she wakes up, she don't even like hours will pass, or like half of the night will pass, and she would wake up and not know like what is going on, like where is she, why is the time going, and she don't remember. So lo and behold, she realized that her boyfriend was missing, and but then there were other missing boys too, and then in the end, the migraines when or she didn't realize that the migraines was her alter DID. Like so, she had a an alter, like she had a dissociative identity disorder, and apparently it was because of something that happened, tragic trauma that happened before, and so she was out there taking these young men, including her boyfriend, because apparently they were doing things that she wasn't comfortable with, and yeah, and that was that. And it apparently when I gave her the short story, I remember she gave me like all this uh my teacher, she gave me like all this info to like read up on and watch this movie and blah 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 blah. And because I was talking about, well, at the time it was called multiple personality disorder, but now they had changed it to DID. So um yeah, and so that yeah, that's what I did. And when I gave it to her, what I wasn't expecting, because it was really just supposed to be that we give it to the group. So it was about five of us in a group. So she was supposed to have made copies for just like we all supposed to have each other's copies of stories. Child, she went ahead and made like copies for the whole class. And the next thing you know, the whole school read this short story because apparently I got an A or an A plus or something like that. And yeah, she really enjoyed it. She was like, yo, like this thing here is really good. You should think about writing. No. And I didn't tell her that. Yeah, type this up like the night before. Like I'm no good at writing something for days on until the deadline. Like I literally just cranked this up the night before this here was due. And is to show you that I shouldn't be writing, because even when I got into college, I was doing my papers. These papers were like 27 plus pages that I had to do for school. I literally typed those pages the morning of they were due because I didn't know what I was going to write about. I always be drawing a blank until the day that it happens. And then I'm like, oh, okay, yep. And then I'm just gone. So, yeah, nah, I'm not a writer. You asked me to give you a story, and that's what I did. And now, how it came about, well, you don't need to know that. But just know, no, I'm not a writer. You just asked me for a story, and I just gave it to you. And that was that. But no, I don't plan to be a writer. Don't want to write. Nope. Because you give me a deadline, I'm going to do it like right then and there. Because I'm not the type to sit up there and be at the computer all day for the next couple of months to a year to type up something. It's ridiculous for me. So yeah, yeah. So I did. I wrote a story. It was really good at the end of the day. I thought it was really good, but and everybody thought it was too. And yeah, that was it. So that's it for these questions. You know, let me know in the comment section anything. And guess what? tag your Reddit if you're a booktuber. You can go ahead and do it on your video. Make sure you tag me and then I'll check your video out. And I will see you in the next one. This is the way. Peace.